Hi everyone. This session is going to help you out to the candidates who are attending the interviews on Oracle Fusion Financials. So I will cover the topics, key important repeated interview questions from the General Ledger module. So in General Ledger module, we have a lot of topics available, but the key topics and the process following by the business. So questions will come up those topics mostly. Okay. And sometimes they will ask you the scenarios. Scenario based questions also comes up. So when scenario based questions will come in, then you need to call out your business, your functional knowledge and apply on the scenario, and you need to try to respond, okay, for the question. At least 70 to 80% you need to apply your knowledge and try to give the answers. So let's begin the topics one by one. So cross validation rule and security rule. So most of the repeated questions. So like data controlling perspective entering by the user, we will use these two concepts, CVR rule and security rule, right? When CVR rule will use and when the rule will use, and what are the differences that we need to check and understand. And next process called revaluation. So when you will run the revaluation and what is the use of the revaluation? Okay, at what stage we will run the revaluation? Are we going to reverse the revaluation entries or not? All these things we need to check. The next translation. Then when we will run the translation, what is the use? And are we translating all the balances, all the transactions or not? That you need to check. Then primary to secondary ledger mapping. Okay, what are the options we have? Okay, and then how we can do the consolidation process, how we will create a consolidation ledger. Okay, all these things we need to verify. Apart from this, very important month end closing activity, how we will perform the general ledger closing. Okay, what are the steps we need to take, and most importantly, like design of chart of accounts also they will ask you. If you say like if you have experience in the GL, so they will call out this how you will design the chart of accounts. Have you involved in the design? If yes, then how you involved? How you decided the segments? How many segments required? Yeah, and the difference between the COA and COA instance, how you differentiate. You can quote one example and give the answer. Okay, and what are the main segments required? Yeah, and and what are the requirement of keeping the balancing segment in the GL, right? What is the use case? Then next, what are the important reports we will run in the general ledger module? Okay. Next, then allocation concept. What is the use of allocation? The cost allocation, like calculation manager, we will use for creation of allocations. Then BPM, general ledger, journal approval rules, like maker checker policy. Follow like we will create some approval rules, BPM approval rules, like a source level control or ledger level control. We can create some automatic approvals, manual approvals. Yeah, so all these things we need to check. And configuration point of view also we need to call out the steps we need to follow. Configuration of general ledger module, like chart of account, COA, COA instance, right? The ledger, legal entities, then balance and segment value assignment to GL or legal entity. Then right, and this hierarchy related questions of parent and child relationship, right? And all these topics are very important, whatever I have covered, right? Apart from these, if the client is using any third party systems, how the data is coming and all, how are you able to, debug the issues if any issues comes up in. So those things also they will call out in the interviews. We need to explain, on the process, the log files, how we are checking and all, where we will check and all these things. We have to give the answers properly to the interviewer to make him understand that you can manage the things, that you have the experience having proper process knowledge and configuration knowledge. So that way you can able to clear out the interview very easily. Thank you.